Hey everyone, so today I am doing a celebrity inspired makeup tutorial on this look here. I saw a very similar look on Kim Kardashian. I don't think it's a new picture, like I'm pretty sure it's pretty old, but I was just browsing on Pinterest and I saw it and I was like, oh, loved the blue. So I kind of did my own little twist on it and recreated it for you guys today. Can we take a moment to admire how bright and beautiful and pigmented these eyeshadows are? This video is sponsored by Crease, who is responsible for this beautiful on my eyelids. I got a whole bunch of them in the mail. I was swatching them. I had to show you them. They are just so beautiful and so pigmented. If you are on a budget or if you just don't like spending lots of money on high-end brands, these eyeshadows are dupes for higher end brands like MAC and Urban Decay. These are incredible. They're really, really good. I am so impressed. So I'm gonna swatch them for you now. This first shade here is called Birthday Sweet. You can see how frigging pigmented these are. They are so silky smooth and buttery and just so fine. Like, I am actually really happy with the formula of these. So yeah, that's Birthday Sweet. And this is a dupe for MAC Brulee. Next up is Daisy Chain. And this is a dupe for one of my favorite eyeshadows by MAC, which is called Shroom. It's a really beautiful kind of satin highlighter shade, I guess. Like I would use it on my inner corner or brow bone. Next up is One Night Stand. And this is like a really pale kind of like neutral nude color. It's a dupe for Arena and it is just so stunning. Look at this. It's like the perfect everyday lid color. Next up is iNod, and this is the most essential color ever. So here's how iNod looks, and it is a dupe for MAC Soft Brown, which is just the most perfect transition color to put in your crease. Next up is Amoeba, and can we appreciate this color? This is definitely a favorite. Like, look at this. That was one little like dab in there. Look at it. Oh, it is so beautiful. I am obsessed with this color. You need this. I know it's like a scary color, but look how beautiful it is. Like I put it in the inner corner, you'll see. Next is my lid color, which is called Fetish. Look at this. It is so beautiful. This is a dupe for Deep Truth and I've got that all over my eyelid. And then the last one I'm going to swatch for now. This one is called Jinx and this is a dupe for Contrast, which was like one of my very first favorite MAC eyeshadows ever. If any of you remember my old Get Ready With Me clubbing videos, you guys would have seen me use MAC Contrast so many times. But yeah, I've got that kind of like on the outer corner and blended underneath as well. Such a beautiful color. So yeah, I am incredibly impressed by these. I would not be doing this video if I wasn't. I am really happy with the quality, so definitely check them out. If you do want to purchase anything from Carity, I'll put my discount code down below. It's Shaaanxo, so you can get some money off your order. Also, they offer free shipping. Woo! Don't forget to thumbs up if you do enjoy this makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned if you want to learn how to do it. So starting with a blank canvas, I actually have some breakouts at the moment, so I'm using this pimple cover solution stuff before I start on my eye makeup because, you know, I'm using really bright colors, so I want to make sure that I get the shape perfect and then that way I can clean it up with concealer later. So beginning with some oil and eye primer to moisturize and correct the area, and then setting that with a light matte eyeshadow. This is Birthday Sweet by Carity, and packing that all over the eyelid. And then next I'm taking a slightly kind of satin color, this is One Night Stand, and applying that right on top of my crease area with a blender brush. Time for the blue. So this one here is called Fetish and this is going to go on the eyelid. I'm not worrying about the very inner and outer corners, but just making sure it's packed all over that eyelid area. I'm using a small brush just for a bit more precision, and I'm also going to apply a little bit under the very center of my lower lash line as well, just to work down there. And then I'm going to take this really nice matte kind of soft brown color, this is iNod, and I'm going to blend out that blue really softly and apply this into the very deepest part of my crease. Don't worry about over blending because we will continue to blend soon. This is one of my favorite shades. This is Amoeba and I'm applying this on the very inner corners of the top and bottom lash line. I also put a little bit on the outer V just to brighten up the look a little bit. And then going in with a deeper blue, this has kind of got a little bit of purple in it as well. This is Jinx and I'm applying that on the outer V just to really darken up the look and create loads of dimension. Then I'm just using a denser blender brush into my crease to blend out those colors really nicely, being sure not to kind of drag the blue out too much except for the outer corners. So I'm going to take a firm blender brush and just sweep the color out slightly to create a kind of winged illusion effect, I guess, because Kim Kardashian's one is definitely winged out a little bit. And then I'm going going to take this really shimmery color. I'm using a little bit of this and I'm just applying that to my brow bone. Moving on to my base, I'm using Boldness Way Foundation by Too Faced and just applying a nice thin layer of that all over my face. I know it doesn't look thin, but it is. It's just super high coverage. And then I'm going to conceal under my eyes and make sure that my eyeshadow line is nice and sharp using a sponge and a concealer brush. Once I'm happy with the shape of my eyeshadow, I'm going to set the concealer under my eyes with Summer Bisque by Bare Minerals, and then I'm going to set the rest of my makeup with a loose powder. And then of course it wouldn't be a Kim K look without a dramatic contour, so I am using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and that warmer colour to bronze, and then the cooler colour to really chisel out my cheekbones. And then for the blush, she's wearing a really nice peachy kind of light pink. So I'm applying that to my cheeks. And then on my cheekbones, I'm using a highlighter. This one's a really nice creamy kind of pinkish color. And then before I forget about my eyebrows, I'm going to fill those in. I'm using some Benefit products today, the Ka-Brow, and I just used the little brush it comes with. It's really good, it's just very small, but it's good for detail and really sharp lines. And then I'm using the Ready Set Brow Clear Mascara on top of that. Kim definitely has black in her waterline, so I'm using this Pop Beauty Cat Eyes black eyeliner pencil pen thing, whatever it is. It's like an angled shape, it's really weird, but it works well. And then I'm using a really super thin line of NYX matte eyeliner on the top lash line, just to make my lashes look thicker more than anything. And then of course we want to apply some nice long thick lashes, just like Kim K, although she's just got natural amazing lashes, but you know, I'm faking it today. And then to finish off the look, Kim is wearing a really nice kind of peachy nude color, so I'm using a darker lip liner just to define my lip line because my lip line on top is like really non-existent, and then I'm going to use the nude lipstick on top of that to fill in my lips and then finish off with like a peachy gloss. By the way, if you haven't noticed already, my hairline is looking really bad because this is like the coolest I've ever had my hair. I just got it done recently, so it's like really grey right now. I'm not used to how light and grey it is, so I didn't know how to do my freaking hairline when I was applying my bronzer and stuff, and it all got stuck in it. It was a disaster, but hey, you live and you learn. So please ignore that. I know it looks really tragic, but what can I do now? Anyways, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!